I notice the further I'm taking the shipment, the more I feel like they be hating me. They know the kid is a problem, they tryna big bro me, I guess we gon' wait and see. I know I'm different, this shit I be ripping, don't let me go get in my pen and pad. I ain't the type to go lay up with shorty, I'd rather go get up and get a bag. I know they loving my new shit.
Give me some of that good old love. Oh, let me make you. Give me some of that good old love. Lord, put your hands together. Show it off.
Hey yo, the world gonna show me some love, listen. And I'm not talking about the fake hugs and kissing. In 15 years, a lot of love is missing. I done already showed I'm not above the dissing. I'ma take what I'm owed, won't wait till I'm old. The game got rules and y'all breaking the code. Y'all don't really think I could be hot in the club. I think I'm washed up like a god in the tub, but I'm keeping it poppin', the streets watching. I'm keeping them locked in the beat knocking. Hear me coming with this song that I'm running. Daddy O told me this when I was a youngin'. Ain't nothing like hip-hop music. That's why we choose it. The world just can't refuse it. This shit is underground like a gopher. Show a little love or it's over.
Give me some of that good old love.
Gotta be the real thing. Something you can feel, babe. Come on, let me make you sing. Give me that good old
Give me
love.
some of that good old love.
Gotta be the real thing. Something you can feel, babe. Come on, let me make you sing.
Let me put y'all on like a ball in a socket. In the club, niggas knock it with a dub in the pocket. They walk in the store, I love when they cop it. Make you other rappers struggle to top it. But this man flow with the greatest C's. He never did care about the haters, please. He done paid his dues, paid his fees. He done stayed overseas, made his G's. But now I got a wife.
Yes, so much love. Greetings. We're gonna have Chris here at some point. He's on California time. So much love. Another Ronin experience. Wowzers. I was attempting to put together a very complex intro, and I was like, man, I was struggling to get it together. Yo, how is everyone doing out there? Shout out to the greatest show, the greatest experience, the greatest content out here, the most authentic, that gets the most views. Oh my gosh. Yo, one of the greatest things when we're in the pocket, when we're out of the pocket, in the box, out of the box, it is some of the, in my opinion, some of the best, collabs, experiences, synchronicities, etc. Out there, and massive love. How are y'all feeling with this fire horse out here running, stomping? Fire horse out here stomping, man. Cats thinking they know what's happening. People thinking they knew what was gonna happen. Yo, you don't get nothing but the real truth on what was gonna happen this year and what is happening this year, as it is more than from the Ronin experience, in my opinion. Because so many cats are lost, even in those that think they know Nostradamus and think they know astrology or whatever, or think they can tell what's going to happen based on they think they know the code, but yo, so many people are still punch drunk, from the realities of things going down right now, man. But yeah, it's incredible. I mean, sheesh. Let me share something while I wait for Chris, because I don't want to keep rambling. I got my own thing going on as far as in my mental. Really, it's trying to navigate this realm in the 3D. And I will never ask you to invest in the TRE real estate. Could you imagine? Oh, the Joy Worlds 3.0. Are you kidding me? Joy World Trey. The Atlanteans. It's like, what do you do? Anyway, that's actually happening if you guys don't know. But, so it's free out here. So, yeah, let me play something while I get my thoughts together, because I was just thinking, like, I was collaborating with the homie yesterday, and I'm just like, okay, what are we doing? We have everything's bogus. If you don't know, like, for those that don't know, in the EU yesterday, they introduced a thing called MICA, which means you need to KYC everything, because they're going to be going crypto. Okay, I've been in this for 6 years now, and they're going to be going. You go, I'm not into it. Like, they're going to, it's cool if you're not into it, but they into it, and they're running MICA. And they're going to have to do, that's their goal, right? That's part of their digital goal in the control, in the digital fence, and that's coming, like, now, like yesterday, literally yesterday, and everyone else out here, all these nerds out here trying to think they're financial experts. It's like and they think that, and some even think they're combining esoteric with the financials, and it's not just, doesn't include financials. We all know that. And it's just like, okay, real estate is tough. Stocks is going to crash. They inject $1 trillion over here in the States. They inject $1 trillion in June, and they injected $1 trillion in May. And most of these cryptos are bogus anyway. So they're running. The one people's created their own stable coins. Yeah, social credit scores incoming. And it's all into the blockchain. Like, that's why I've had to focus on privacy, and I had to focus on blockchain. Not because I want to, because it's a thing. And I would like to be ahead of things that I see coming, right? And I try and share that info for anyone that values it. And I also have to know the past in order to know the future, So, and who I'm dealing with. Ursa's clickety clacking around. And so, yeah, stocks are bogus. They're going to crash. That's inflated. And the best place to be right now is in, like, stable coins. Hopefully if you're not into it, you're going to be crushed. If you're just in the fiat, you're going to be crushed. And that's just real, and honestly, and play something. Get my thoughts together. I don't have my thoughts together. I thought Chris was going to be here. He's on California time. He's not here. So let me play something. Oh, okay. Let me play something real fast. Dude, I used to prepare for the Ronin experience like a week. All week, 6-7 days in a row. I used to prepare for this, and I was like, man, I'm giving too much energy to this. But I like this female comedian. I know it sounds crazy, but a female comedian actually spitting truth. Let's see what she has to say.
Die from heat than Americans die from guns. I'll say it again, okay? More Europeans die from the summer than Americans die from an entire year of guns. And it doesn't even get that hot in Europe. Well, not since 1945. Oh, that's where you guys draw the line, okay? Europeans are arrogant little haters, are little faggots. We saved their asses with guns. We saved them. And now they have the nerve to die from no air conditioning. And immigrants, but no air conditioning. I love seeing these videos. Have you guys seen the videos that are out this week of Europeans who are here for, what's the gay football, the World Cup? They're like falling in love with America. It's amazing because they've discovered air conditioning and Buc-ee's. And they're like, amazing. obviously, like, we don't like violence in America. That goes without saying. But the left can spare me with pretending to care. Did you know that over half the gun homicides in America are black on black?
Yes. Yeah.
The left loves Planned Parenthood. Did you know more Europe?
Yeah. I thought that was fun. Dang, I don't know where Chris is. He had supposedly said he was going to share some things and be here. He wanted me to start it early, which added pressure. And then we're already back here at 9 and he's not here yet. So it's kind of funny with this World Cup stuff. They did a thing where they really messed up Iran. It's like they got political, and it was like Austria versus some other team, and they agreed to have it end in a tie, because if it ended in a tie, that means both Austria and the other team advanced. If Austria lost, then Iran would go or something. And it was funny because the other team was like, they were just messing. And then the one guy had an open goal. He's like, bro, I had to take the goal. I felt bad shooting this goal because they had agreement. I don't want to call it a gentleman's agreement. They had a parasite agreement where to keep it a tie. So then, it was so fixed. Then Austria scored a goal and tied it, and it kept Iran out. And Iran doesn't even have like its people. It's, they got to go through Tijuana to get in here. But yeah, it's pretty wild stuff. I don't know where Chris is, but yeah, it's kind of dependent on him coming in. But anyway, I got nothing. So I'm going to drop. Appreciate the 4 listeners. Appreciate the homies. Kelly, Mr. Rioso, Dead Star Cave Girl. Appreciate you. Appreciate Dawei. I'm ending the stream. So I'll catch y'all later. Oh, Chris just popped in. Okay, cool. Sweet.
My bad, brother. I'm so sorry, dude. I apologize.
I was about to get out of here. Like, all right, we'll see you. No show.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Wasn't expecting that at all to happen. What's going on, man?
No, nothing. I got nothing, dude. I'm out. I'm over it. So, what you got?
Should we get into this Michael Hoffman book a little bit, or what?
Sure. Take it away.
All right. Let me get this pulled up. Just give me a second. Where the hell's that one? All right. There we go. Should be in the section below. Have you read any of this?
I have not, no.
I feel like you'd like him a lot. This is the guy who, like I said, he coined the term revelation out of the method, Twilight language, so he gets into the language in a way where you like get into the etymology and stuff like that. So like he was saying back in 2001, like this image right here, these are the monoliths that showed up in 2001. This is one of them, but there were a bunch of them that showed up just like they did in 2021. So he was like, it's nothing new when it started happening again 10 years later. I'm trying to think where we should even start here.
Can you increase the font just to make it easier? I'm on a laptop and I can read it, but it's like I just don't want to struggle. There we go.
Yeah. I can make it even bigger if we need to. But all these topics are there's all this is like so interesting. And he uses a lot of just imagery too, even. What do you think we should start at?
I don't know. I'm not even. I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm in a weird space right now. So like, ritual murder and mental magic sounds kind of sensationalist, and it might be fun. I mean,
Ritual murder and the secrets of mental magic. So who does he bring up here? We got Levy, the Wicker Man.
oh, okay.
Let me see. I feel like
This is stuff we kind of know.
And all this stuff, it is stuff we know. That's why it's usually like, I feel like there's like a bunch of pictures in this book where like per section. Let me see if he puts them at the end. That he often like he associates with chapters that he was going through in the past chapters. Sometimes even just looking at them, they're interesting to think about. I mean, this is like when he's talking about, like, he's the guy who brought James Shelby Downard's work into the consciousness of everyone, how they're doing this mystical toponymy and how they do they did the Trinity site fake nuclear bomb test on the 33rd parallel and whatnot, and that the reason they do this is because they think it produces some sort of magical effect. I didn't even know this. Apparently Jack Parsons thought there was an actual homunculus in the fucking in the atomic detonation, like the bottle rocket. I had no idea that he thought that there was an actual homunculus inside. I don't know what he thought happened with it. I guess they thought it was like a homunculus sacrifice.
Did they think they would be bringing in some sort of life based on their whole explosion? Or
it seems like it. I mean, because they were that right up leading up into this, they were doing those sex rituals for the Moonchild. So like this, let me see. There's a chapter even on the Moonchild. There probably
they're
is.
also retarded as F. I mean, these people are.
They are fucking idiots, man. Yeah,
they're idiots. And the thing is, this is where I'm saying, like, you know, a lot of people base a lot of their so-called decodes and paradigms off of a bunch of fucking retards. Excuse my English.
Dark Side of a Bad Man. The Golem. One of these might be about. Maybe it is lunacy.
Like I'm like I know like everything's whatever, but it's funny because it's like a lot. Imagine that everything, even in the alternative, and anything you guys think out there, or anyone thinks out there, in their most deepest, most word, you know, fancy ass words and shit, it's all built on the most bogusness of bogusnesses. Like, yeah. I think everything is just bullshit.
What? And look, without and this is how stupid it is. I literally can just go, yeah, I think it might be the lunacy chapter. Oh yeah, there it is. It's right here, where they're talking about there's a sexual marriage between the sun and the moon and a ritual destruction of matter, the prima materia through the nuclear bomb, and then they bring up Jack Parsons like right over here, or they're just reading it. Yeah, the Phoenix, the Apollo missions, it was all ritual. And here's Parsons right here. He went to Caltech, obviously a member of the OTO, and he was a descendant of I think it was one of his family members was in the Hellfire Club back in Britain. So like, he was believing some wild ass shit. He either killed himself or they.
Like, it's like when when they like went around the moon, and they
Yeah.
did their drift. They did like I saw it as like drifting, like drift racing, you know. And so a lot of people didn't catch it, but I made a little vid with music that like a lot of car drifters like to use, and it's just goofy. It's so goofy.
Well, I think like why would they even if they were even gonna send anything up there? Why would they send people? It doesn't even make sense to go around the moon. Like, why risk a person's life? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're bad writers. The Hollywood writers with they have James Cameron nowadays, I believe. Oh no, maybe a new some other new director with NASA now. They're not good writers. That's why Hollywood is dying. That's why NASA is dying. That's why space is dying, because they're horrible scripts. They're not good at writing stories. Their pretend stories are not riveting.
I mean, they used to be decent at writing, and then it's like they fell off, man. They ran out of ideas.
Yeah, so they just run the templates because they're literally, like, I'll be honest, like, spending a lot of time, like, I'm just looking at this. I'm just trying to read as you go.
This is just talking about like the Manson murders, even somehow, how just it's all like these are all ritual murders, Helter Skelter, Yellow Drive. It's talking about the streets. It's kind of like the mystical toponymy of it all, because they're thinking like performing these like sacrifices on in these specific locations. They're bringing about their transhumanist fucking god and creating like them, turning them into transhuman gods.
Yeah, and I like this one line that is open air Masonic ceremonies.
Chords of initiation is funny too. Talking about paradise. This is Faustus. See, he was on to calling them the cryptocracy back in 2001.
Yeah, and I'm always talking about. Yeah.
And he's I think he gave a huge speech actually. Not that see, this is where he kind of gets he'll get a little bit like one-sided, and yeah, he can see that like the Zionist thing, but he'll go give a speech at the Muslim Brotherhood's their temple, like in support of the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah, well, they're in on it. Like the
that's what I mean. Like they're both in on it. So
Muslim Brotherhood is straight from like Virginia.
That's what I'm saying.
When
So
they had their color revolutions in Egypt and places like that 20 years ago, their Muslim Brotherhood people would don a different name and a different beard, and it's your turn. And you need to go do the Muslim Brotherhood thing. So they're all in on the same thing.
Yeah. So now I don't know if like it's because he's like, well, I gotta like go with one group or they're gonna kill me. But I doubt it. I think he's just not, he kind of focuses on the Zionist aspect of it, and he doesn't really see the Muslim Brotherhood as a evil worth dealing with. Which is weird because I know that he talks about the Shriners and stuff in a lot of his work. So, like, he knows the symbolism. Let me say this. Dude, they're always talking about these trains going, these fast fucking trains that they never built.
Yeah, that's a great money-making operation, a great embezzlement operation. The Order of the Bees, I like that.
Yeah, there's a Charlie Kirk thing that, I mean, because that's where he...
Like literally the whole freaking everything is an illusion, even in the occultic stuff, even in I can't even listen to anyone because I feel like everyone's basing their stuff off of BS. It's all BS. I'm sorry to kill the fun, but it's like it's all built. The axiom is all built on BS, and I don't mean this be so repetitive all the time. Particles and the thermodynamics and all this shit, quantum. It's all built on shite.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what he's saying here. He's basically saying dead matter is the focus of humanity's quest, and it's basically nonsense. It's like an occult ritual.
The most intellectuals out here, so dumb. And it's funny because me and the homie, like I was saying a little bit earlier, like
Mr. Look.
Yeah. It's all nonsense. I've studied this stuff. And I've completely defragged, when you have fragmentation and you defrag your hard drive, I've removed so much stuff. I studied all this shit before.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds like I don't know it.
No, I know
you know it on purpose anymore. Like I went through a metamorphosis where I literally defragged my mental mansion, cleaned out my mental mansion of all useless nonsense. And that involves Kabbalistic shit. All this is sensational. Like I get, like I'm into like escapism and things, a little energy. I have my little like I watched He-Man today. I watched Citizen Vigil what's that new thing? Vigilante yesterday. I have my little, I like to suspend my own little reality too. All this stuff is built on BS. So no matter how much of a smarty pants someone thinks they are, it's all garbage. And I was just talking to the homie yesterday. We talked for like 2 hours, and it's just like we talked like really deep on like everything is so phony. All the people are just trapped. They're trapped. And I watched the movie Obsession 3 days ago. They're trapped in obsession.
Oh yeah.
I feel like have you seen Obsession yet?
I haven't seen it, but I feel like I've seen so many clips online that I basically I have an idea of what it's about and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I watched Obsession. I think everyone is the girl in Obsession, but with an idea. And then they'll try and let's break down this little corner of the mental mansion and really dissect it. But when you boil it down, it's all BS. And you notice everyone, and you go, and you listen to people and you go, yeah, right, it's all BS. And then they'll talk about their paradigm, whatever that is.
Yeah.
They'll talk about their pantheon. They'll have some sort of emotional attachment. Well, we're going to get fireworks and my dogs are in the bark. Guys, girls.
It's all good.
It's like, why listen? Everyone out here is so like, turn on a YouTube thing. Listen to anyone, your most profound esoteric person, and they're talking about things, in my opinion, that are just built on falsities. That's why I'm just like, I can't listen to anyone talk about anything, because once I get to their fundamentals, it's like all their fundamentals are built on garbage, but they want to sit and talk and try and dissect a bunch of garbage. You're sifting through a dumpster of garbage, forensically investigating garbage, but making it in such a profound type of way where the other garbage mental midgets go, oh my gosh, that's so profound. And you go, oh. Now, and I'm talking about all the cats out there. Everyone is fucking clueless, man. Everyone, dude.
See, that's why I enjoy more like the just watching the comedy shit now, like even like watching the Kurt Metzger, Dylan, whatever the hell his name, Duncan Trussell, like just watching them just fuck around, because At least I could laugh.
Joshua doesn't know anything.
Oh no, I mean, both of them are like a little bit off on a lot of shit.
It is fun. Hey, Chris,
But it's just fun. It's just something to like, because like there's no one that I feel like listening to. It's like, it's actually like frustrating.
Yeah, and now I only listen to their like first for them, because I do like escapism, I do like comedy, and I can't even listen to certain comedians because they're in their own, like they're in the like a lot, like there's some super obvious folks that you go, oh, they're absolutely stuck in a paradigm. Like it's not even like some deep thing. But like they're in some, I can't say these words, or I'm some sort of wokey type of LA type of person.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's hard. But
some of them haven't even considered it.
It's funny. I try to turn the brain off, Chris. The Talmudian. It's all Talmudian shit. Since the 1800s, that's that latest regime I talk about. The communism, the socialism. It's all the same thing. It's all built on Talmudian shit. It's all built on these fake ass Huguenots, these Jugonots. They not Jew, you know, and then they run with Israel. And you know someone when they go, Israel is great. I talked about that cat, Bush Whisperer. He loves Israel. And I'm like, but aren't you supposed to be some sort, and you love Israel? I'm not trying to call people out. I don't mean to, but it's like, there's literal people. I can call every single individual out and go, you are into this. So how the heck you going to be a Mason talking about Masons? I'm going to give you the secret about Masons.
Yeah, I mean, I never understand that.
Secret about the rabbiism and Talmudism. Are you? But you're that. How you going to trust cats talking about things when they're within the things? It's like I don't trust. Man. This channel is about you being the group. Man, it is like, it is exhausting. Listening to so-called intellectuals and so-called alternative, high-minded. Oh, I'm so advanced and ascended. Oh, I'm ascended. It's funny because I get why women are mostly into the just foo-foo, feel good. Oh, what's your sign? Oh, what's your this? What's your that? Oh, yeah, you're gonna have so much. I get why women are into that, but if you're a real ass dude, you look at a bunch of snake oil salesmen, and whether they have integrity or not, whether they're sincere or not, you go, but you're missing this. You're stuck on these you got rabies. You got rabies.
You got rabies.
You know what I mean? You got rabies.
You have fucking rabies, bro.
You got fucking rabies.
You know,
so I can't trust someone talking to me if they have rabies. They have worms. You know, they have their vision is parasited. Like,
isn't this
yeah?
Isn't this the last name of that guy that
Emmett.
that Kurt talks to sometimes, and he was just on Danny Jones, and just, Gabe was just sending a bunch of videos from him, Matt Emmett or something like that. Is that his name?
I'm not familiar, but it makes sense.
So that's the name, like what the golem puts on his head. They put on the golem's head. That's fucking funny. When Gabe just sent me a video, I think with that guy talking to Danny Jones, and Danny Jones is such a fucking idiot. He's not even listening to people who he talks to. I don't understand how he has such a big following. But he just goes,
that's what I'm saying. Dude, I'm telling you guys, like, I could have a huge following. I could, because I know how to cheat.
It's all just like doing like their it's like a recipe, literally.
It's a recipe. If you know the recipe, you're gonna cook that fruit punch, and you could get quote unquote popular. But who wants to be popular with a bunch of fucking not golems, but a bunch of like like
they are like golems.
Hang out with a bunch of golems. You're yeah. And it's funny because the various litmus tests that have been overt since the last 6 years, they've been very overt, and they're not done. And most cats have failed these litmus tests, and they will succumb, and they will continue to succumb to the pressures, the perceived or real pressures of the culture creators.
Yeah.
Like I've said this many times. All your so-called rebels of thought, your thought rebels, and your this or that will be the first in line to go with DIDs, and they'll be the first in line to tell on you. Like, it's actually dangerous to be out here talking like this, because all of them, insert you think someone's a super thought rebel, they will tell on you. They will report you to those that can't be criticized. They will, if they haven't done it already. They operate in fear despite their profession of their professed power of gnosis. They will, and you already know them because they've already done it in their past, and they'll do it now, and they'll do it later.
Yep, 100%.
Despite what they say.
And it's super weird. That's what it is.
Because they're phony ass phonies. And they don't look in the mirror. And I'm telling you guys, I've been telling you this for a long time. Like, this is, and they fall for it. Again, they'll sit and talk and do this intellectual convo like there's some sort of professor or something. They got it all figured out. They did all the ayahuasca. They did all the this. They did all the astral traveling. They read all the books, and they'll tell you this, but they'll be the first in line to do what they're told to obey, despite the accoutrement. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
They have blind spots. They have anchors. They have in their mental mansion, like, and they might even be in their heads not deceptive, but they have hangups in a way that is like they'll do some real mental feng shui where it's like, this is okay, but that's not okay, and they'll comply in a compromising way, and it's like, and they'll justify it. They'll do
like a reframing.
They'll do a reframing, and it's like, and I'm not even joking. I've been saying this, and you're gonna see it. And you've been seeing it, and you're gonna continue to see it. Everyone is going to be revealed for what they're about. Everyone. That includes me in the mirror.
They gave us 2020 to show everyone what the hell was going on with people. And people still ignored what they were seeing.
It had no effect on me at all. I've never worn a mask once in my entire life.
No, I mean, what they did was showed like the normies, like how people will be and will react when put in a situation that they have to comply and reframe.
Yeah.
And people ignored it.
And why did I never, like, here's a thing, right? And this is where we are now. This is very valid now. Why did I never wear a mask? Because I saw this coming. So I prepared and positioned myself in a way where whatever comes, I will not have to comply. So it's not well, I had to do it for my job. I had to do it for this. It's like, well, no, for me, I saw these things coming. Not necessarily that they were going to force you to wear a humiliation BDSM mask, you bitches.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
whatever
think they were going to do that, but I didn't do it either.
Yeah, so I positioned myself. It took over a decade to prepare myself for whatever was coming, so that I wouldn't have to have this should I comply or not comply kind of thing. And so that's okay, cool. That was then. Now here we are now. This is where we are now. So if you go, well, I had to do a thing then, well, okay, well, what have you done since then? Did you learn your lesson, you dum-dum heads? Are you prepared now for any situation that comes and you don't have to comply with that? Or are you going to do some mental jujitsu that justifies your fucking cowardice ass obedience to make it seem like you're still some sort of yeah, you're always right. If you ever notice these grifter guru phony ass motherfuckers, man, they'll, no matter what, even if they're wrong, they'll talk about it in the way that they were actually right, but they won't admit they're ever wrong. So there's no accountability there. So if there's no, hey guys, I remember I told you that last year, last week, last decade. Okay, I was mistaken, and here's why. If they never do that, so there's not going to be a hey, I learned something, and based off those lessons, I'm now doing this now. And no, you won't get that. They're never wrong.
That's the I mean, that's why like everyone's becoming they're all losing the ability to discern whether or not they're acting narcissistically.
Oh, it's narcissistic. And Mr. Rioso is right on with the, and this isn't, you don't have to even be a genius. They were running the swine flu. They were running the bird flu. So you saw the shit coming. They were running the this. They were running the that. I told my story so many times when my daughter was born, before she was born, 5 years before she was even conceived, I was digging into, okay, and I discovered viruses are fake. I just, so when she was born, I was prepared. And I could battle a doctor. I had a doctor come in. I battled that doctor to nothing. I was like, I told him, why do I know more than you about this, dog?
Yeah.
I've spent literally years studying this. You spent what, maybe a month or two? And you're just doing like,
it's
they
weird.
came in trying to pump my daughter with poison darts. So it's not because I'm special in that way. It's just like, you have to prepare for this stuff. So what's coming? Digital IDs, credit scores. Your finances are going to be wrecked. You have to report. Look in the EU. You got to report who you send money to. Who do they send money to? You have to almost be a snitch to even operate in their system. So you go, okay, well, what can I do? Oh, I've heard this so many times. I've heard this for decades. What can I do? It's like, what do you mean? Prepare now. Like, what are you talking about?
You focus on yourself and make sure you don't fucking go along with it, and then you hope everyone else is doing their part to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So that's why I get into the history. Like, yeah, 100 years. You don't know about Pasteur? Like, what are you people talking about? And these same people, I'm not talking about normies. I'm literally talking about these occultic people in their communities. You're like people giving advice to others and shit. And it's like, how is the blind leading the blind? And it's, I mean, I don't even know, yo. I don't even know. You know what I mean? So who cares? And I love how I've had people come on the Ronin experience here and go, why does this channel not have more people watching? When we're in the pocket, we're dope. And it's like, I don't know. Cats love their paradigms. They don't like their paradigms being crushed. It fudges up their mode of operation. They're in a mode.
Yeah, man. People are stuck in their loops at this point.
They're stuck in their loops and don't want their loops shredded. You know,
What chapter am I on here? He's going through just the.
germ theory is terrain theory. It's always terrain theory.
I think he gets even into like how it's so interesting too. In this book, he brings up the AIDS thing and how that was like nonsense, and then
Yeah.
literally 10 years later, right when he does Twilight Language, they're doing the Cove thing.
It's the condition, people.
And this is something we were recently talking about, biochips. And not the ones inside people, but just computers using human brain cells and neurons.
And then I'll share something, and this never clicks with anyone that I've met yet. I saw the thing there said King James. It's like his real name is King Thames, hence the Thames River.
Mm-hmm.
King Thames, and it's like people don't resonate.
I
And
think of that every time I see the River James now.
Yeah, it's James and Thames are the same word.
Mm-hmm.
So you go, okay, well, what's the value of that? Who cares? Well, because there's a mental blockage on basic civils that people are conditioned to not even acknowledge. And you go, well, once you acknowledge that, once you see Thames and James, now you're going to see a whole bunch of other things. I share that often. It's very basic and simple, but it's very profound, in my opinion, on using the code for utility. So when you see James, you should be seeing Thames. And the evidence is things like the River Thames. And so you take that info, and that's your cheat code. That's your, like, if you ever play like blackjack, you can have a cheat code, right? If you're like,
you know that he mentions that. He mentions blackjack specifically from being from 2001 to 2000 to 2021. He calls the blackjack 21-year agenda.
Sync up. See
That's in the Twilight Language book.
See what I'm saying, dog?
It's so funny.
When you have the blackjack cheat code, it's 16 and below. You hit. Anything above that, you stay. And there's nuances. So when you see Thames or James, that's you add that to your cheat code of the BSery of the realm. No one ever acknowledges that when I say that. And it's funny, they still won't see. They go, oh, interesting, fun. Oh, that's cute. It's like some Jeopardy thing. It's like, nah, bro. Also, when you see Kara, when you see anything, Korea, you see Quara, the Quarish, you see car. Why do they say in prison? If you're in prison, what gang are you with? What car are you with? It's the Kara. The Quora, not, look at that. Quora, look, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Quora is right there. The Quoro. That's Kara. So when you see these little, like, I'm giving everyone, whether they realize it or not, they should be writing this down in their grimoire because you're listening to a pro grimoire. I'm a programmer, folks, both in IT and in this stuff. This is not just some little cutesy McFlutesy. Oh, nice. No, it's all relevant. In my opinion, the legions of Ra, I've been saying that for years. Ra legions, religions, and you go, oh yeah, cool. Again, it's like it's not just cutesy McFlutesy. It's how to become your own programmer. Like these idiots are like, oh, crypto, crypt, encryption. That means the dead. It's like, are you fucking, did you just? No, crypt is where secrets are held. Crypt is where.
That's what John Dee was a cryptologist, man. All the magicians are cryptologists.
I'm a cryptologist.
Yeah.
Like literally, I deal in cryptography since the 90s.
And that's why people
Literally.
have such a hard time like figuring out what the fuck a lot of the occult stuff is, because a lot of it is just it's just
That's what wicked
cryptography.
stuff. They'll act like, oh, crypts means that. Oh, would you look that up on Google? Okay, congratulations. And it's like, you know, it's mind-boggling to me. I go, I thought you were some sort of like deep thinker person. Oh, you guys suck. Oh, and I'm talking about everyone, dude. Like you mentioned comedy. It's like most of my YouTube stuff is comedy. You know, it's not even, I don't listen to any of these people, man. I like Alan Watt, but I can't even listen to that because his wife is the first hour, and then it's Alan Watt for just 20 minutes. It's like, bro, I just want to listen to Alan Watt.
It's better to go on his website and listen to the archive, so you can just go into his episodes that they have. They're just all there, so it's just him. If you want to just listen to his old talks.
Okay, I'll do that. Even then, I'm like, am I in an echo chamber just because I like him? Because he and I have somehow come to similar conclusions. It's like, I don't think I'm.
No, I think Bot was legit.
I don't think I'm intentionally trying to be in an echo chamber. I also only want to be rapping with people where I resonate. You know, we're kind of on the similar kind of thought process.
Yeah, and I think you and him, especially with the way he writes, even in his which I'm glad she published his book finally in the actual book form. I sort of want to get it, but I just don't have the cash to right now.
Yeah, and no shade against her. I'm just saying, like,
no, different. It's just a different vibe. I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to the dude.
Yeah,
I don't want, like, no offense, Chris.
It's a guy. It's a guy. I know. That's the way we are.
Yeah, like Chris, like, I'm sure your girl's awesome, but I don't want to listen to her decode for me. I'd rather listen to you. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know. That's why. There's really, well, look at the conspiracy space and unlike the truth type space online. There's not many females like Janie's cool, Emily's cool, but even I'm sure they have a certain taste for certain guys. But I mean, I think if we had more girls doing this, there'd be more girls in the space. That actually,
the sisterhood though, because they're a little bit more malleable. Like they're generally speaking.
Like we can't. I'm listening to Who's Your Daddy or whatever the hell.
They're malleable. They'll listen to the government. Like you'll hear them be very. But if you break down their logic, you'd be like, oh, I care about the kids. And you go, okay, well, what do you care about these kids? And they'd be like, no, we should murder them. It's like, well, I thought you cared. You know, there's this the female, and it's a survival mechanism for females, because when the men go away, you have to know how to get along with, you have to huddle together for survival. So you don't want to you want to be an outcast. So you have to go, yeah, girl. And if you're a girl listening, you know, and you're not like that, the problem is, see, this is where, like, I bet I could break down a girl, even someone listening now, in a way they'll get to a point where they won't want to continue the convo, because they'll find out that they are also like that in a way. And I don't say that in an insulting way. It is literally biology. And it's hard to break biology. And I'm literally not saying this in an insulting way. Being a lone wolf as a female, a full-on lone wolf in action, is not the way. Actually, being a lone wolf in any way, like lone wolves actually don't do well in the in nature, you know, even for the fellas. But the fellas will not go along to get along in the most part, for the most part.
Exactly.
And I'm being general here. I have to be general, but yeah, there's a lot of weak ass dudes. I mean, you have dudes coming out cutting off their dongs and shit. But I mean, you know, getting boobs. It's like, well, obviously there's a bunch of mental, like there's like, dude, there's some real psychological issues with most people out here. It's wild. That's what happens with the cognitive dissonance, but like the debauchery, etc. But like women will want to be it's hard for me to do full on accept a woman being full on decoder, because I feel like they will want to placate, whether they believe it or not, to the masses, because placating to the masses ensures one's survival. When if you're a guy, you don't necessarily have to placate. Your ideas and thoughts don't have to placate to the masses, because you have the honor code, which is a very male thing.
Well, and it's interesting too, because if you look at the girls, like I mentioned, they're a little more boyish, so it's like that makes total sense. They have less of that sort of right brain, malleable behavioral trait.
Yeah, this is reality, and I can, you know, this is not my opinion. This is like, if you want me to share you thousands and thousands of hours of data on women doing what I'm saying, this is not my far-reaching individual opinion. This is very well documented. In you know, I have an awesome book from the 70s written by a woman doctor talking about this. You know, this is very, very, what I'm saying is, when you boil it down, you got to boil it down though. And it's very difficult to, when you get to the source of who you are, to reconcile what I'm saying in that type of way, because of the conditioning. You have to figure out how have you been conditioned. So if you could be so there's a tomboy, but there's also like I mean, gosh, I mean, there's not a lot of real tomboys, because the females are not like washing clothes on the river with rocks and shit. They're not out there milking cows like traditionally a lot of women have done. They're not shearing sheep and then taking the raw sheep wool and putting it on a loom and turning it into thread and then making clothes. Those and having all the calluses on their hands and feet from doing a quote unquote woman's work. A woman's work is never done when you're talking about the old school method, but in the modern method, where you don't have to do that, but you're still dealing with biology. You know, so you have to be really honest with yourself on that. Hey man, guys, I'm a guy, right? Am I constantly building my house and constantly doing carpentry and constantly, you know, this or that? No, I'm also a modern person in the male side, but for me, I'm aware of the biology aspect of that. You know, it's biology. You know, despite the current, there's no change, there's no affecting the biology in a way that, despite the conditioning that's going on, if that makes sense to everyone. It's funny because again, I'm trying to be gentle in saying these things.
I feel like this kind of works into what you're even talking about? Because if we think back to like, remember Mystery and whatnot?
Oh, running some game on chicks.
Like, what was that all about? You know, it's right here.
That was, flattery. So running game on chicks.
Like, why did that work? Why did that work at all?
Because because when you decode the biology of a female or a male, the psychology and biology, you can't. I told you this, Chris. I could be dangerous. You know, you're talking about someone mentioned me hitting on bistro chicks last week. I could get just about every bistro chick I want if I was to implement, and I have. And if I was to, I've experimented with this in the field. Despite what women say, what they do, if you run a specific game on them, they are susceptible to getting hacked, you know, and that's just reality. It's just a thing. It's not even good or bad. So, and also with men, also with the herd, you know, that's the whole point of Edwin Bernays and all them doing experiments on twins, not just not Caligula. What was that doctor's name in Germany? And then you had the one in Japan. They would take twins and run these horrible experiments, and that's where we are now. So yes, you could run game on a chick if you were very knowledgeable on it and be successful. You just can. It's just the reality.
Yeah.
And it's not that only some women are like that. No, all women are like that. And I'm not even just talking about women, men also, but the tactics are different. And I know this loses a lot of, see, if I talk like this, all the females listening will completely go away from this channel because it will be cut a little too deep and true. And they'll dip because accountability is kryptonite for a lot of people. It just is. These are not my opinions, you know?
100%, man.
These are not my opinions.
Trying to see if there's actually a whole chapter on. I feel like there is a chapter on what you're just talking about in here.
And it's funny, like Dead Sea Star flattery is how AI works too. Dude, I'm always going, hey, AI, don't flatter me. Don't tell me, hey, great idea. What about this? I'm like, dude. No, you're a robot. Give me the data. Don't flatter me or give me not pleasant, give me platitudes or whatever. No, give me the data. Because there's a bunch of idiots that use AI and they go, AI never lies. It is the truth. I'm like, well, you're a freaking idiot. Because I find it often telling me what I want to hear. Don't tell me what I want to hear. I'm looking for data. You're a robot. Say, I don't need the platitude. But anyway, I digress.
See, consent is crucial to the process.
Mangala. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mangala was the German one. And then they had evidently more even horrible one in Japan who did the same thing as Mangala.
I have no idea what his name is, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but same deal. But evidently, from what I've heard, the Japanese guy was even more ruthless, you know?
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. These are the twins experiments and whatnot, like you were saying. I mean, they did everything, honestly, these guys.
Yeah. Oh, and Rachel, hold on. Can I do some damage control, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, screaming for months to the men to wake up. The thing is, and that's amazing. A couple years ago, I think I was on someone's channel and they asked me what I was looking for in a woman. They were like, "What are you guys people looking for a woman?" And my answer was wise counsel. And all the chicks were they didn't understand. They were all quiet. It was like crickets, right? So when it comes to like, I'm a monarch, right? But surrounding myself with wise counsel is incredibly important. So I would receive wise counsel from a woman, my my girl, who I trust. I'm like, yo, my girl has such good wisdom. I'm gonna listen to her. I'm the head of the household. I'm the monarch, solo, moon, chieftain, and Cahokia, and having wise counsel, and then receiving that wisdom, and that's how it works.
And no one else said anything except for you when you were asked that.
No one said nothing. And then I had to throw a joke in there because I have to hide things with satire. I go, I'm looking for an hourglass Brazilian Japanese samurai Valkyrie chick. And they got it. If you notice, the most sexual people are usually women. They claim like men are super sexual. Actually, men are very cerebral. And it's actually the opposite. But they're like, oh, just men just want to be get the poison out or whatever.
And we could see exactly how that was programmed in.
Yeah.
Like it was very much part of the culture of programming. That's one thing Alan Watt does really good is break down that aspect of it, especially. So does Professor Hamamoto. There's a bunch of good videos on that because he's not scared to say shit.
Expert. I hold back. Hold back, Chris, because it is ruthless ass info.
Well, that's the thing. Like someone like Hamamoto's like an old ass Asian man isn't gonna be or he, as he says, yellow man. He likes calling himself yellow man, which I think is funny because he doesn't identify with the Asian culture anymore because I guess he says they're all idiots or something.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
I know.
I love that.
But he says, as an old ass yellow man, as he would say, they're not gonna push back as hard at him as they would at me or you for saying some of that shit.
Yeah, well, I don't care about pushback. I believe it or not, this is me being gentle.
Well, and at this point, it wouldn't affect any of us. So honestly, we could all say whatever.
Well, I actually hold a lot. So I was talking to the homie again. Part of our convo yesterday was about interpersonal dynamics with the homie Mr. Mystic, and he got it. But I was being gentle with him. I was talking about the interpersonal dynamics between men and women, and I was being gentle with him because if I get real raw and it's going to be very real, true, verifiable, not my opinion, which a lot of women will say, well, that's your opinion. I'm like, no, it's not actually. And the problem with that is it can cut so deep that like it could be automatically rejected because of all kinds of things. Like I've never heard this is just one surface level example. I've never heard a man say, I broke up with my girlfriend or my wife because she was a narcissist. I've never heard a guy say that, but I've heard every single woman say that every single one of her previous relationships didn't work out because he was a narcissist. And I equate that to, I met a lot of women in like church and stuff, and they'd be like, oh, there's demons. You have a demon. Like, if they have a demon, there's demons over there. There's demons over there. It's like, man, if you're really looking for demons, you might want to look in the mirror. So if you're looking for if you want to blame a narcissist, you might want to look in the mirror. And that cuts so hard. If I was to break that down. And so that's why I don't do it. So I let it be. So when a monarch like myself is operating and any type of girl tries to bring some sort of shaming tactic, you're this, you're that, you're haughty, you're narcissist, you're this, you're non-caring, you're non-compassionate, blah, blah, blah. And any of the tactics, I don't respond with, I'm going to have some sort of avant-garde. I'm gonna have some sort of logical argument to get into a logical discussion. No, I just repel it and move on and don't say anything as a real stoic. See, like men are study the stoicism. Stoicism isn't for women. Stoicism is for men. And you go, okay, cool, whatever. Why are we talking about this? Men, women, blah, blah, blah. This is very practical in now. This is very using it for utility.
Yeah, I could have wrote a book on
real lived experience. See what I'm saying, Rachel? Like, watch. People disagree because they have real lived experience, but do they really see? This is what I'm saying, Chris. Real lived experience. Okay, if you shared with me, Rachel, a single real lived experience where one can disagree with what I'm saying, I bet if you give me 5 minutes and you explain to me the details of this real lived experience, I bet you, okay, I bet you that everything I'm saying, you'll find out to be true if you choose to receive that very difficult truth information and seeing it for what it is. Now, take super extremes out. Like, I'm not talking about someone that, take the far extremes out. Some psycho guy that's beating you, doing all the worst. I'm talking about the medium realness. Share a single experience with me, and give me 5 minutes, and you'll find out what the real experience actually is when you boil it down. And it will be boiled down to the biology, but that will be so uncomfortable because it will have you looking at yourself and in a very logical and real ass biological way based on nature. So be careful. Be careful. And again, if I keep going down this road, every single female is going to leave this whole entire channel. You know what I mean? Be careful, because the truth hurts, and that is not just a cliche term. Now, I'm not even giving dudes a pass, because a bunch of dudes are whack. They're simps. They enable the poor behavior. Like, there's a bunch of weak ass simp dudes that want to have access. Look, we already lost a couple. We are access to, there's 2 chicks gone. 2 chicks. See you later. They want to have access to the prime directive, right? So they're not going to rock the boat, and they think if they are agreeable that women, but the funny thing is women will not respect a fully agreeable. They're looking for guidance. Now, most women are so full of trauma that they will also not receive guidance.
That's what it really is, or they haven't processed their trauma. And I could have wrote a book about this from before, but from like my whole entire experience out here before I met Maggie.
Yeah, I don't need no man. I don't need no part. By the way, I will never be with a girl that says she has a partner. I'm not your partner. I'm your leader. Like, what are you talking? I'm the chieftain. And that is in this trauma. And the trauma is not always based on the individual trauma. It's based on this conditioning trauma of the overall trauma of the entire realm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your partner. We're married. Well, no, we're not partners. Are you kidding me? I'm the leader here. You're my wise counsel. I'm the final. I'm the chieftain. I'm the warlord. I'm the monarch. I'm this. This is not we don't have 2 presidents. We don't have 2 prime ministers. This is not a dual leadership role. No, there's one leader. Now, the problem is with the ego and the trauma and all of that, many women will actually choose, and whether they realize it or not, they will have a leader. They will have guidance. They will have a chieftain, whether that's a guy that they're with, or whether that's the government, or whether that's social media, or whether that's something else, they will be receiving data and guidance from an external source. When a real monarch such as myself, I'm the source of the guidance, and I provide guidance for the entire household. I'm the protector. I'll put together everything, and when I'm winning, everyone's winning. So that's again, this is built in nature too. In nature, any sort of pride or pack or anything like that doesn't have, whether it's wolves or lions or hyenas or anything, they don't have dual leadership. You know, you have a cabinet, or you have a council, or you have elders providing the single leader info. And a lot of what I'm saying is not just because of relationships. A lot of what I'm saying is how everyone has been susceptible to being hijacked and separated and divided and conquered.
Yep.
And a bunch of bitch ass dudes will go along with the chicks. A girl who thinks, she says, "Oh, I want a guy that's going to agree with me all the time," and then you see that guy, and you see there a bunch mental midgets and a weak ass bitch. Is not going to be the prime directive. They're not going to be attracted to that guy, because eventually, after 9 months, once all the masks fall off, 6 to 9 months is when most of the pretend imposters, main character syndromes, you insert any of your terms. Once that falls off and people start being who they are, because you can only pretend for so long, then you're going to find you're not going to want to be with a guy that's going to follow a woman. You know,
Exactly.
You're not. You think you want that. You're not going to be attracted to a guy who is going to agree with you all the time and enable you and have your agree with your potentially self-destructive empathy, encoded as empathy. It's not even empathy. It's like fake empathy. When you go into, "Oh, I care." Oh, really? But you're also destroying our house at the same time. But you don't care. Like any mental midget guy that falls for these types of things, this is psychological. This is psychological warfare. Now they've weaponized women against men. They weaponized women against women. They weaponized women against themselves.
Like I was saying, I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember some of these experiences I had, because there's one specific one where I can remember just like, I think it was just literally telling a girl that I didn't, like through text even, like after, but I hadn't even met her. It was like when I was using like the apps and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not really into the whole patriarchal, feminist, far leftist type of thing. Like, I just don't really get political. It's not my thing. That's all I really said. She flipped. I didn't even say that I didn't agree with like equality, or I didn't say anything negative. Whatever I said was very polite, because that's just the way I am. And her reaction was so vicious that I was like, I probably think that we should stop talking, and I wish you the best. And she was just so angry. Paragraph, and then she'd never text me again. And then like 3 days later, she texted me like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't, and I was like, listen, it's still not a good idea. We're not going to hang out. Sorry.
Well, it's funny, if they think they want a matriarchy, they're still going to end up with a patriarchy, just a hidden patriarchy. And I've heard chicks tell me, like, well, if women ran things, it'd be peaceful. I was like, are you kidding? Women are very emotionally intelligent. I'm like, are you kidding me? Women are the least They zap out so much. Dudes are the stoics of the stoics. Women are not stoics and emotionally intelligent. Women zap the F out
They're very
and
manipulative.
can be incredibly reactionary. And it's like, this is reality, folks. So if you go, oh, I'm against the patriarchy, I'm going matriarchy only. But the person behind that, the messaging behind that is actually still a patriarchy. It's just a manipulative, self-destructive matriarchy, because if you don't know this, they're trying to kill you. You know what I mean? They want to divide and conquer you. So if you're depending on your man being the system, the government, to take care of you, and that man, aka the government system, is trying to kill you and destroy you, when the actual real quote unquote man, an individual dude, is actually trying to provide and protect for you, you're going to get slaughtered, and it sucks for everything. And that's where we are now. This is the point of all these agendas. You know, this is the point of everything. Devolving into boiling things down between nature and the prime directive, male and female. That's how the hustle has happened. That's how they run politics. People that are so into politics are so into like religion. Religions is for females. Government is for females. They're not for real ass dudes. You're not going to see a real ass dude at church. Are you kidding me? Listening to another dude. All right, let's boil it. You're going to have a dude in church. You're like, oh, he's so good. And what's he doing? He's listening to another dude.
He doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about.
Who doesn't? He's a guy in church with his khakis and his button-down shirt. Whether he's has muscles or not, handsome, doesn't do drugs. That guy is listening to another guy tell him the ways of the realm, above and beyond, above and below, within and without. It's like, damn, why don't I just date the pastor? Since the pastor is providing the guidance, why don't I just join this sex cult
and that's what eventually happens.
Yeah, because my guy is receiving guidance from this guy. Why don't I skip my guy and go with that guy? Because so even religion is feminine. Even governments are feminine. Governments are actually matriarchal by themselves, because it's let's take care of everyone in a commune, a communist Talmudian shit. And even the ones that created the Talmudian commune socialist thing is to take from your shit and to give to others. That's some patriarchal shit. When patriarch is, no, I'm a daggone war chief. What I earned only takes care of my household, B.
Yeah, you meant matriarchal. That was matriarchal stuff. The giving away for other people. Yeah.
Yeah, no, when the patriarch is, no, we earn it and we get it ourselves.
Yeah.
Not taking from others in that type of way. Now, we'll take from others, but it's going to have to be by force, and that's different. And when you have real patriarchy and real chieftains and real monarchs, there's a balance of, yeah, I'm sure if you want to take this shit, you would, but you can't, because we're equal ass, real ass dudes. So,
here's your blackjack.
Now, the way you put together a really big army is matriarchal. You go, everyone join, follow this, be a bunch of followers, and we'll take other people's stuff instead of working for it. So it's a bit of a circle jerk. And yeah. So like, if you're a girl and you're trying to be legit with a dude, you need to follow that dude. You need to pump that dude up. He needs to be your guidance. And if he's off, then you provide wise counsel. It's not sexual. Forget the sexual shit for a minute. Gosh, that's built in, that's implied. You have more to offer than sex. Okay, you have wise counsel and use your quote unquote I think female intuition is the worst intuition because they're always wrong. They go on lust and impulse and make horrible decisions. Female intuition is like the worst intuition I would ever consider valuable based on lived experiences. To Rachel, lived experiences is that female intuition is a cute little term for falling for 100% lust and impulse. Back up, sit down, relax, take a breath, and then figure out the best way to
No,
move forward.
you're
Don't
right.
go off.
You're right because you don't want to base everything on your lived experience because then you're judging someone on something that they had never had any part in. Like you're making a prejudgment based on no information.
Yeah. So your so Chris goes and he goes,
Every girl I've ever been with is cheated on me, so
Yes.
I know you're gonna cheat on me, so I'm gonna treat
Correct.
you like shit right from the start.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I had a friend tell me he dated a girl. It was early. And he'd go over her house and they'd have dinner together. And then he'd go sit on the couch and she would all of a sudden she'd hand him a beer. And he's like, okay. He's like, thanks. I guess I'll drink this beer because he's not like a beer guy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is because her previous relationship that's what her previous guy was into. He'd eat and sit on the couch and want a beer. So these echoes of previous experiences, these lived experiences, that's a problem. You don't want a lot of experience, ladies. You don't want this, oh, I'm independent. Oh, you are? What are you doing with that? I'm doing OnlyFans and I'm showing and I'm twerking and I'm being with one guy after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And so you have these echoes of these lived experiences of you're going to cheat on me. You're going to do this. No, that was a bunch of these dumbass motherfuckers before me. I'm a real ass dude or you're a real ass chick or not. So everyone's fricked up. I wouldn't even know how to fix this except for the homies.
Because the thing is, if you're okay with being alone, you're not going to be worried about that happening again, and you're going to have boundaries set up so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
But if you don't know yourself and you're not okay with being alone, then the thought of that is going to make you a psycho. Trust me, I've been there. I've been worried and shit because I was super codependent. I never blamed anyone for whatever the hell bad behavior I received from them. I blame myself for not putting up boundaries and stopping it. And then when I learned how to do it, it stopped happening.
Yeah, if they are able to receive that, cool. Like, hey, we're going to go eat. Let's go out. Okay, let's go out. We're going to go here. And she goes, nah, I want to go here. I go, you know what? I'm so ruthless, Chris. I go, never mind. I'm a monarch. Don't even question because I already have the whole night mapped out in the most awesome way. And if you want to go against that, see you later. Like, that's how ruthless I am nowadays. It's crazy.
It's pretty ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny though.
I'm not dealing with no tests. There's no tests. Oh, you want to test me? Then you don't. Like, I've dated girls where it's like, man, I dated several girls. This one chick, she was from Toronto. And I'm like, I'm awesome. I think I was like 28. I'm like, I have real estate. I have my own house and I have other investment properties. I'm driving, I don't even remember, a Lexus or an Audi or something. I'm making 6 figures and I'm working out and I'm shredded and I'm fucking awesome. And then, we kind of went our separate ways. And then she circled back and I'm like, Oh, and she literally came to me and was like, yo, I choose you. I'm like, you choose me? So what? You went out and tested what, 10 other dudes? You realized I'm the most awesome? You didn't, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, right. Yeah, no,
I
it's
looked at her
horrible.
like, ugh. I didn't even want to. I was like, all right. And she got mad. I was like, cool. See, I was like, ugh.
What she got mad at you for?
Well, I could tell she was disappointed because I'm just like, you're not choosing me. Get out of here. Like, I gotta let Ursa out. Ursa, you want to go out? Okay. But like, that's how confused chicks are. They're like, they think they can go around and test, sample a petri dish of other dudes and then go, okay, I've been with 30 guys. I'm gonna now call back guy number 8 because he seemed like the most bestest. It's like, yo, are you all crazy? Like, you don't even have the ability. Your women's intuition doesn't even have the ability to notice a real monarch. And you know, I understand how, like, if you're just dealing with full on lust and full on and you get you know, biologically tricked into thinking this is the best guy. Like, all right, well, this guy's 6 foot, but this other guy's 6'8". But the 6'8" guy has bad credit. The 6'8" guy will have to borrow your car and take you to work in the morning and pick you up because they don't have a driver's license, but they're 6'8" and they're fucking crazy in the bed. But the 6 foot guy is pretty good too. And then you'll go back and it's like, what do you mean? What? It's like, think how gross that is. Like, are you kidding? So now you're just treating guys like women go and shop around for guys like shoes, the right size, the right color, the right fit, the right price. It's like, how dehumanizing is that, ladies? If you think about guys like you're shopping for shoes.
Who was it? I think
That's not caring. And then when you get with them, you're so traumatized you can't bond, you can't pair bond. Oh my gosh, Chris, I'm getting the red pill shit.
I was listening to someone. It might have been Cheney was even saying it, that how one of her friends did like the what do they do? They like did the whole started doing all this research into the men's type of help movements for like it was like kind of like that red pill movie almost, like where you're like how she did it, but like she knew a couple of girls who had gone down that path and like really done the research, went out to meet these types of guys who had these groups and support groups and whatnot, and like they both became like totally opposite. They were super far leftists, progressives who like who saw like how horrible men actually had it and totally switched their mind view.
Oh, and these guys in that world that will just to use those terms, Chris, like the lefty liberal down with the patriarchy type guys that will agree with you with everything, they are actually the most dangerous guys.
They're psychos.
Like, they will say, they're literally they're the ones that if you break up with them will key your car and stalk you and shit, and they're the ones that will harm you. When with you're a real ass dude and you go, I'm gonna break up, and they go, cool, see you, have good luck, I wish you the best. Those ones that's what I was saying, like those ones that agree with you are, be careful, like literally be careful. You have a guy that's just going to agree with you everywhere. So when I go, hey, let's go here, and she goes, well, no, I want to go here, and I go, okay, that's a turn off. Like, that's goes against biology. Like, no, we're going here, and that's it. I've already figured it out, and you either ride or not. By the way, I'm going there anyway, so if you want to rock or not. It's despite what anyone says with their words and their mouth, it's different in the field, in how people actually operate. So there's talking and there's actually being. And so you have to how you say, not, you have to reconcile that. So for me as a dude, I'm like, we're doing this. Okay, you don't want to? Okay, see you later. I'm doing that. I'm saving money. Oh, we need a new couch. Oh no, we don't need a new couch. We've had this couch for 4 years. It's fine. I'm saving money so that we can buy a whole compound one day. Like we're not going on these whims and this or that. We're being conservative. And I don't mean to use the word conservative in its trapping current traps. I mean, like we're literally being. I'm doing this and that. Rock with it or not, because my team's a championship. I'm going to win a championship. It's not about you. Oh, Ursa broke out. She's in the front door. It's funny because actually the patriarch, the male, the chieftain, the monarch, the war chief is about the collective in a way where it's like, when I'm winning and y'all support me, this whole team is going to dominate. If you follow my guidance, I'm the coach. If you follow my guidance, we're going to win a championship team. If you have a problem with that, go to another team. We're going to win a championship with or without you. And that's real. And again, this is going to turn off a lot of ladies because they're not going to do the introspection. They're not going to look in the mirror and go, why is what Ronin and Chris are saying, mainly Ronin, why is that angering me? Or why am I not anger? Maybe why is that I'm repelling against that? You have to sit and do some real self-introspection. If you're so emotionally mature and so this or that, you have to sit and meditate and contemplate and discern why that makes you feel a certain way. If you really do that and look in the mirror and do the quote unquote healing work, do the shadow work, you'll find out why.
Exactly.
And you hopefully, once you identify those the why and find out that they're actually parasiting your vision, your sight, you can yank them out and detox and then quote unquote grow, quote unquote heal, quote unquote improve. Most, for some whatever reason, women don't seem to want to do that self-introspection. I've seen it. It's like selective. That's why I've been talking about now for like Chris, we talk about often for a good time over a year of intellectual integrity. So you can't be selective with what you're going to, what shadow you're going to work on. You can't be selective in the healing. It's like an intellectual integrity. Apply everything to everything. So I told you, Chris, this is why I don't talk about this that much, because it'll turn off the simps and it'll turn off the women, and they'll move along to something else that makes them that's more sensational, that makes them feel. This doesn't feel good. Doing the work doesn't feel good. And you go, well, and what they'll say, Chris, this is what they'll say. I've heard a bunch, often, very often. They'll go, well, it's not about doing the work. It's about, that's your opinion. It's like, it's not just my opinion. It's not my opinion. There's lots of data out there. In fact, if you do the work, you'll find out that it's not just my opinion. It's your own personal experience lived, real world experience lived. If you're being Honest.
It's that loop. You're stressed, stuck in the loop.
So, yeah, Chris, I'm gonna rest my red pill.
I haven't even been looking at the comments. I have no idea what they're saying.
Oh, we got 2 people here, bro.
Oh man. Oh man.
I told you. This is why I don't talk about. I told you to chase him off.
Well, I mean,
Well, you know, they'll bring them back if we turn our cameras on and take our shirts off. That'll bring them back.
it's fucking hilarious. Shit. What is that? What is that? Okay. Trying to find.
Got 2 people here.
Well, thank you guys for staying with us and understanding that everything requires self-reflection and inspection. Inflection.
And it's not easy. It's not comfortable, I should say. It's like easy, but also it's like simple but complex. It's like it's not comfortable. Why do I think the way that I do? Why do I react the way that I do? What's the foundation of that? Like, it's not comfortable. Now, again, I'll hear a lot of women go, "Oh, I've done the." It's like, are you sure? Because really, it's not a comfortable thing. It's not about I'm just gonna feel good. It's not all about feeling good. You gotta go through the fire. You're a fire horse here. You gotta go through. You gotta get purged in the impurities through the fire. Literally, these are not cute ass words. Find out who you really are. And you don't know that until pressure is applied. You find out all these dudes out here who they really are when pressure is applied. Most of the dudes you listen to, I'd ask them, what you think about Israel? And I guarantee you, listen to what they say. That's very telling. That's not just some 3D shit. What do you think about Israel? And find out, and they'd be like, well, I'm actually Jewish. And be like, oh, really? Yeah. Where are you from? Poland? Yeah. My parents are from Poland. Oh, for real? But you Israel? Nah. Yeah, you'll be surprised, all these decoders out here, how much of them, how they feel about Israel, man. And that's just real. That's not me being prejudiced. That's not me being racist. Because they ain't no race. Israel, they're from Poland. You know, straight up. They changed their names.
Even gets into Little Egypt in America.
There you go.
And now the debauchery. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, this guy does a decent job breaking a lot of this stuff down, despite both of us would probably disagree with him on a bunch of stuff. Like, but I'd say we agree with like 75% of it.
I like when I've been, like, as you've been going down, I've been perusing it. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, this one is the Twilight Language book. There's way more in here about what we've been talking about with the feminine and masculine divide. But I mean, he's also had some time to reflect on it and seeing what went down, because he wrote this in 2020. I mean, yeah, this is all about, like, I mean, he's saying we live in a death cult at this point.
Doomsday. Yeah. What's funny is, like, a lot of humanity is stuck in a doomsday loop.
Doomsday loop, death cult.
They're stuck in a doomsday loop. What's a doomsday loop? You are repeating. There's events that are repeating, and despite your reaction, they end up in the same results. You're stuck in a time loop, a doomsday loop. How do you break the doomsday loop without being a magician and a decoder and the smartest person around looking out for your squad? You know, you're in a doomsday loop. Every 100 years, doomsday loop. Same shit, different day. You try something different, and it turns out the same. What do you do when you're in a doomsday loop? You know?
But you cut out for a second, but right before that, but did you hear me say like they're also convinced that we need to depopulate for the most ridiculous of reasons. So it's also like a death cult. It's a death cult, doomsday cult.
And it's our job to stop them.
They're literally watching comets in the sky, waiting to take the jungle juice with their Nikes on and end it all.
Yep. Think about the type of people that join cults. Females and simps.
It's very true.
Think about the ones that put on the Nikes. Females and simps. What are simps? Simps think they'll have access to the women if they are agreeable. And they are the ones that typically will join these things. And if you go even one layer below their thinking process, it falls apart. They're not even doing chess. They're not even doing checkers. And yeah, so I mean, you need a monarch that knows how to operate in a doomsday loop. And there ain't many. There ain't many that know how to operate. There ain't many dudes that really know how to operate in the doomsday loop.
Exactly.
And okay, so like, oh my gosh. So if you're friendly with your exes, and let's say we were going to meet up and date and start a serious relationship, do you think I, as a monarch, would want you to have communications? And I won't even tell you to end. See, I've been with women that have, I would never tell them to don't do this on social media. They should naturally do it. I would never tell a girl, like, don't put that up. Don't do that. Don't talk to your exes. They should naturally want to burn the ships behind them to only go forward. If you have plan A, B, C, D, and E on your backup plan in terms of a relationship, then you're not fully invested in the monarchy. So be careful with that. That's not always a good thing. In my opinion, I'd fucking lose everyone's number. Anyone I've ever dated, I don't have their number anymore. They're gone.
Same.
Like I don't have a girl. I've had so many girlfriends. I don't have their number, and I don't hit them up for chatty Magoo.
Why would you? It's disrespectful to the person you're with now.
Yes. The only person I talk to is my daughter's mom. That's it. If we didn't have a daughter together, I would never talk. She wouldn't even exist in my grimoire. You know what I mean? No offense to her. It's fine. Any one of them, I wish them the best, but it's like the ones that I only have one daughter. And so I don't deal with any other person I've ever dealt with ever. I literally don't have if I wanted to.
There's no time.
I'm going to do a reach back. I'm going to go, hey, big head. Hey, silly. I don't even have their number to even do that. Their numbers are gone. They don't. They're an illusion. Anything in the past is an illusion. There's not if I throw something in the garbage can, you think I'm going to go back and eat out of the garbage can? By the way, now I'm getting into the talk, Chris, that I was talking with Mr. Mystic. This is now I'm getting real. This other shit I've been saying, I've been actually trying to be kid gloves. You throw something in the garbage and you wait a year, you don't go back into that garbage can and pick it back up thinking it's going to taste better. It's garbage. It's gone. It's not even the rear-view mirror. It is see you later. There's no plan like maybe I'll circle back. What if they get the lottery? What if they fucking get in
You're
shit?
like, what for what? Unless you're trying to do something that you shouldn't be doing.
Dude, imagine Chris. Think about Chris Minor right now, right?
C
He's
minor.
serious about his girl, right?
Yeah.
Imagine she has 4 numbers of her ex-boyfriends in her phone, and they DM each other and chat with each other. How do you think that would make Chris feel? How do you think that would benefit their relationship going forward?
Wouldn't be good for her, I'll tell you that much.
It wouldn't be good for her because Chris is awesome AF. So in her best interest, being with the dopest dope that you ever smoked, would lose those losers and go, I'm with Chris Minor, bitch.
And I would expect her to expect the same out of me. I expect her to expect the same out of me.
Yeah, same. You don't need to talk to your old girlfriends.
Why the hell would I do that?
Dude, if an old girl called me, I'd be like, what's your name again? I don't even know who you are.
Literally.
Like, we dated 2 years ago. I'm like, 2 years ago. I'm a different.
Like, oh, you're the cute. Nah.
I'm already taking over like several continents. Like I'm different. You knew me when I only ran Virginia. Now I'm taking over. I've taken over Lumeria. So I mean, who are you? And how'd you get this number? You're literally talking to a monarch.
Yeah, new number. Who this?
Who this?
New number. Who this?
And they go and they'll be like, "Oh, you think you're a big shot? You think
I just don't have your number."
How dare you talk to a monarch that way? How dare you talk to a monarch that way? Bye. I'll have my people block any situation. So this is real, man. Oh, I see you. By the way, when I'm talking Dead Star Cave Girl, Ursula, who are you barking at? I'm not. Good Lord. I'm not even. I'm the head of the pack. Hey, I'm the head of the pack. Am I the head of the pack? Y'all gonna keep barking. I'm the head of the pack. I'm standing with my chest out. I'm the head of the pack. You guys gonna bark? I'm in a podcast right now. They come over and get petted. I'm the head of the pack. You guys good? Well, thank you for you guys. Ursula, you and Eli, you guys really came through during this podcast just now. Now we're quiet. It worked out. No, but Dead Star Cave Girl, I'm not even necessarily talking to you individually. I'm reverberating out to the cosmos, with your comment. It's not indicative of you directly. It's feeding my string of consciousness, if that makes sense. Dang, Chris, I hate talking about dude. It always goes this way. And the funny thing is everything you're sharing is also backing up what I'm saying when you boil it down to the axiom of straight up prime directive biology of humans are animals in the way of procreating, but it's gotten perverted. It's gotten not perverted. It's gotten weaponized to use against us. Like exactly. I like women. So if you're gonna go, it's like was it Bill Hicks? It was like if Coke could just go buy Coke and just put like a Coke in between a girl's legs. Hijacked. That's a good word. Then they would do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Which and they did.
They would try to hijack and weaponize a male's desire to get with something curved,
Which
like an
they've
hourglass,
done. All stuff they've done.
which is what they've done. So I feel like I'm not even meaning to like give the women a problem. This is also the men too, right? So a man has to be not controlled by the quote unquote down there. They have to be a stoic. And no, not many men nowadays. I've studied stoicism and have men are a problem too. I could go all day on men too. Like simps, no stoicism, going on lust.
I love seeing that. I love seeing this.
Oh, even gay stuff, bro. Like dudes will bang anything. Dudes will hump anything, bro. I'm surprised my couch as a kid didn't get pregnant. I used to hump my couch when I was, 12 or whatever. I was like, what?
Remember that stupid Sydney Sweeney ad that came out with the I got good blue jeans or whatever the hell it was. But I think the girls were actually more mad about that than the guys even cared about it.
Oh, I got randomly, subconsciously bought 5 pairs of Levi jeans or whatever they're called.
I mean, none of us obviously bought Levi jeans from that, but I think the only reason it got any attention was because progressive types were wanting to pick a fight with her.
2 awesome comments. Tommy Rogers says there's a lot of simps out there with no balls though. And I got a story. I'll tell you a story in 1 second. It's gonna revolt a few people, but our entire society has been reduced to sexuality. Yeah, they've hijacked the sexuality. That's because that's the prime directive. Before it was wholesome, right? It was what do you call that before the industrial age? Like farming and stuff, right?
Agriculture.
Yeah, but there's another fancy term, not there's some other fancy term I can't think of, but it would be we're in a small town. We don't have a lot of options. We don't have dating apps, right? We have a limited option. Guy, girl gets together. Their families are now together because you guys are united, and it builds that nuclear family. Think Amish for a second. And you guys get together. You have kids. Both the in-laws on both sides are together on holidays, and you're going out and you work the land, the livestock, the farm. You have fun with the kiddos. You have fun with the grandparents, and you have a bedroom fun, sure, but it's not. And you play around. You have a little play around. When the grandparents are watching the kids and you guys are out by the river together. Yeah, sure. You pinch each other. You know what I mean? Like you grab ass or whatever. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's cute. It's wholesome. It's fun. But it's become so debaucherous. And this is the 20s, just like the 1920s and the 1820s. And now you have debauchery and the sexuality of cross-dressing mother effers. Chicks trying to be I'm going to roll my sleeves up and I can do what a man can do. Okay, go work you're going to go work in the oil fields. Now you doubled the tax on labor so that the parasites, the nuclear family. A nuclear family, bro, you deal with like certain old school, what they call third world, right? Like African, Asian, Latin, right? Eastern Europe, right? Russian. The Hatfield and McCoys in Virginia, right? The Hatfields, right? The patriarch walks into a court. They disarm him because you can't walk in a court with a firearm, and they shoot his ass in court. Then what happens? We have the legend of the Hatfield and McCoy. You have the whole family, a whole flipping tribe of 40, 50, 100 people. We're talking cousins, uncles, nieces, grandparents, in-laws. You can't freaking battle a bunch of and then those nuclear families have friends with other nuclear families that maybe aren't married or bloodlined. And you go, so yes, you would have to destroy a nuclear family, especially here in America. Not just for ideology. You have to take out the nuclear family and separate. You have to separate the herd from some individuals, pick them off, then get a bunch of chicks going, you're free. Then get a bunch of dudes going, ain't no chicks. Now I'm going to be a cross-dressing freak. Now, no holds, but the demons are running around. The spirituality is running around. And the cat's profiting from your ruin, from your labor, are now becoming empowered. And people nowadays look at government like religion. And so now you have no one. Like Tommy, I don't know about you, but like for me, I can't call up 40 dudes, like cousins and uncles and shit. Like I can't be like, yo, they messing with me. I can't get on the phone and call like 40 dudes to run up and have my back. I'm called up on like 2 or 3, maybe. So that's the point. But if you go up against the government and their goons that are taking your value from your labor, and then they pay a bunch of goons to be their muscle to come to your house because you put a tweet about the country Israel murdering a bunch of kids, or China, or insert whoever, Ukraine, whatever, or the UK, like wherever, right? Or Canada. And they come to your house and it's just you standing there. There's 4 pretty equipped, pretty like in shape dudes. You're gonna be like, dude, what the heck is this? You're weakened, unfortunately. And that was the whole daggone point. And then the whole point of what we've been talking about, Chris, how do you weaken that? How do you weaken that is what we're talking about. You separate the men from the women based on the individual research and compromise and hijack that. And that's where we are now. And that includes all this, alternative this, alternative that, blah, blah, blah. It's all on science and nukes and dinosaurs and viruses and fucking fear. Oh, there's magic here. Oh, there's this history, destroying your history. You don't know shit. You can't talk and pass down history from grandparent to grandchild because you're separated. If a grandchild wants to know history, they go to the enemy who has been killing them to get the info. It's pretty plain to see. I'm not even stating that we don't already know, but you better know this shit. And how do you repair it? I mean, do that work.
I mean, that's what if you're not the late Alan Watt used to say, unless the individual does it themselves, it's really nothing else anyone's going to be able to. It needs to be everyone doing the work individually.
Yeah. Then you got a bunch of individual power mother effers that voluntarily come together based on a specific cause, not a group cause, not a full-on group cause, a specific cause, so that everyone still has their own autonomy. But you have a bunch of powerful mother effers come together. That's the whole point. That's why I started this YouTube channel. A bunch of individual, independent, powerful mother effers out there going, how am I the only one? I go, let me start the Ronin experience so y'all can collaborate and come over here and maybe build a network of independent, powerful mother effers. You know, that's one aspect of it. Shout out to the 3 listeners. Chris is probably one of them. We got
Actually, I don't even think I'm on YouTube. Actually, on my computer.
Oh, okay.
I use like usual, so I'm not.
We got
this
Tommy, we got Dead Sea Skirt, and we have another person chilling and vibing. We got 3 people out here, and I'm spitting very uncomfortable truth, but it's the truth, and no one can really go against what we've been saying as being non-true. All they can do is maybe call us names and use all that.
And if you want to try to debate us in the future, just let us know.
They can't. It's ad hominem. It's straw man. It's insults. It's you're this, you're that. They won't go against logic versus logic. So yeah, let's get out of here. We got one person listening now. So
we did a solid 2 hours. So it was nice having everyone. Ronin, you're the man as always. Thank you for having us.
I like that document you were sharing. It was a good one.
I'll share them both with you. If I shared the one, but the Twilight language one I'll share. So you have it. It's a good book. There's a lot in there. A lot of fun stuff to look at.
We almost didn't do tonight, bro.
I know, man. That's my bad, dude. I apologize for that. I didn't.
Before that, I was like, I don't even know if I want to do one tonight.
I'm sorry. It is a holiday.
So, and I was like, the sun's been beating me down. I've been like tired. Just like today, I've been tired, chilling, and we have 2 listeners, you know. So I appreciate these 2 listeners, but it's like, I just call you guys on the phone. I mean, at this point, if we're just gonna have 2 people here, it's like I'll just call each other on the phone and talk, you know, for 2 hours. I talked to Mr. Mystic yesterday for like 2 hours. It's, you know, so. It hurts. I know it hurts. It's butt hurt. Oh man, chafed butt cheeks, man. Really, really chapped butt cheeks. Sucks. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go around somewhere else on YouTube where people make me feel good. and confirm my bias. I need confirmation bias.
Don't let it get to you. You know how it is out here. It's a joke on this YouTube at this point.
Dude, what's funny, Chris, is last week you were not listening, bro. You were checked out.
Was I like falling asleep?
Yeah.
I was so proud. I was dead, I think, a little bit.
And we're both really good at not listening. We can't both not be listening, bro.
And usually I'm never like that.
We're the Godfathers. Welcome to the Godfathers of not listening. Chris was like, yeah. And I'm like, what? Okay. You're delirious.
I can't remember what the hell was going on. What we even talked about.
You were gone, bro. I was on my own little rant on about something awesome, you know.
Yeah, I was definitely dead. My eyes were killing me. That was part of it.
But I'm usually the one that doesn't listen to what other people say. We can't both not be listening.
I was definitely listening. I think I was more so just like trying to let you cook and and just add what I could. But my freaking, I do remember feeling like crap after that. I just needed sleep.
Ooh, my computer's about to die. All right, let's get out of here. I gotta plug her in.
All right, big love, everyone. Big love. Thanks for having us, Ronin. You're the man.
Atomic love.
Atomic love.
I don't know. I'm thinking something big. Nuclear love.
Nuclear love.
Turn the sun back on. Let's get these particles.
Let's get them flying around.
For the love. Chris, we're out of here. Hard stop. Appreciate the chat. Let's get out of here. Appreciate you, man. Have a good day. America. Just remember tomorrow's all about America.
Happy 4th.
America, y'all. Chris, appreciate you. Let's go. Let's buy. I'm gonna hit the button. Should I hit it?
Yeah, hit it.
All right, love. Peace.